the previous videos, we mentioned about the language skill, writing style, and editing. This is by far the most challenging part of the technical writing, especially for us as the non-native English speaker, where English is not the major part of our daily life. We may be able to find the informations regarding how to construct different sections of the thesis, what are the contents to be incorporated within each sections. However, when we want to put the pieces of information together, we face great challenge in producing the thesis or journal papers in the readable way, concise manner, with perfect punctuations and grammars. It will be quite a challenge for us also to produce technical writing in the reader-friendly manner to effectively communicate the message, making the reader looking forward to whichever you're going to say in your technical writing, continuously engage with reading, as well as the ability to arrange the material in such a way that leading the readers to the intended conclusions. This requires skills as well as good practice in order to achieve that. We also mentioned briefly regarding the tenses. We see that a lot of students having some confusions in using the tenses within their technical writings. We mentioned briefly regarding the usage of the tenses based on the nature of informations as well as the purpose of the informations. It was said that simple past tense is normally for the specific methods which has already been conducted. Simple present tense, it is normally meant for the facts, which is well known by most of the people. And present perfect tense are normally used to explain general findings as acquired from your investigations as well as the studies conducted by the other peoples. In these videos, we shall look into deeper regarding the usage of different types of tenses together with some example sentences. There will be various types of tenses that you can use in your thesis, which include the simple present tense, present perfect tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Let us look into it one by one. First, we look at the simple present tense. It is normally used for the things that happens regularly, repeatedly, or is always or generally true. That means it is referring to something which is widely accepted, that is known to be true. It happens in the past, it is happening now, and it's going to be happening in the future, the same way as it is. Then you can use the simple present tense to describe it. You may also use the simple present tense to state established scientific facts and findings, theories, definitions, and so on. It is meant for the theories, principles, which has already been established and be accepted in general by the research community as well as the general public. These are some example sentences where simple present tense is used. Air is 79% nitrogen. This is a known fact which is happening in the past, in the present, and is going to continue happen in the future. Figure 1 shows what? When you have this kind of statement, it is as if you are communicating with the reader at that particular instance, referring to a figure in your thesis. Therefore, you may use the simple present tense. The same principles apply. This section presents. That means you are referring to that particular sections at that particular moment while you are communicating with the readers. This type of vinegar contains about 3% acid. Again, you are referring to something at that particular instance on certain facts and figures. Now let us move to the present perfect tense. This present perfect tense is normally used for the things that happen at an unspecified time in the past. You know that this one happened in the past, but the exact times happening is not specified or is not the emphasis. You may also use the present perfect tense on the things that began in the past and is currently still happening since an unspecified time in the past. Another way that you can use your present perfect tense is for you to announce a new finding or an advance in a particular discipline. Let us look at the example sentences. Researchers have developed a new system for converting ocean wave motion into energy. The present perfect tense, it will be have developed. Based on the sentence here, you know that the system for converting ocean wave motions into the energy has already been developed in the past, and it is now still there, and the specific time is not clearly specified. Another sentence sounds like this. The sea levels has changed throughout the Earth's history and will continue to do so. The present perfect tense is has changed. You know that this happened in the past, currently is still ongoing. Next, we look at the simple past tense. You know that the simple past tense is meant for the things which is clearly past, and normally there is a clear time reference, such as the year 2013, 3 months ago, and etc. Let us look at the example sentences. Marie Curie conducted pioneering research on radioactivities. This Marie Curie is a famous researcher in the past. Therefore, you know that you are referring to an incident in the past. She conducted a pioneering research on radioactivity. The conducted is the simple past tense, implying that these incidents happened in the past. Another example, it will be Watson 2000 first used these procedures more than a decade ago. This Watson 2000 is a citation. You are referring to the author named Watson, and you are referring to an incident which happened at a decade ago. That means it is in the past. Therefore, for the verb, you will need to make it in the simple past tense. Next, let us look at the future tense. Next, let us look at the simple future tense. This is normally used when you are making predictions, or you are announcing future works or research, or you are talking about the later part of the document. Let us look at the example sentences. Demand will overweight supply and price will rise. This is an prediction. The will here will be the simple future tense, and you are predicting the demand will increase and overweight the supply, and as a result, the price will increase. Or the second example sentence, future work will involve investigating the causes for these defects. Now you are announcing your future works at the particular instance that you are writing the technical papers. The next example, it will be the final chapter will discuss the implications of these findings. In this case, you are communicating with the reader, referring to your thesis, which at that particular instance, the reader has not yet reached to this final chapter. You are providing an overview, what you're going to present in the final chapter. Therefore, what you are doing now is, you are actually talking about the later part of the document as the reader is reading it.